What's up, guys? Today, as requested by a viewer, I am going to show you guys the ins and outs of the differences between the Northstar throttle body and the stock L67 throttle body, and explain why that's what I'm going to be using in the M90 swap. And here we have the two throttle bodies side by side. Now, the first most obvious reason that I'm going to be using this Northstar throttle body is, if you'll notice here, this is the newer M90, which would normally come with an electronic throttle body. The electronic throttle bodies do not work in cars that came with manual throttle bodies. So I had to do something different anyway, but my options were to get the kit to retrofit to the L67 throttle body, or the kit that retrofits to the Northstar throttle body. The reason why I went with the Northstar throttle body is a couple things, but let's just do some comparison. First of all, looking right here, and I'll try to back it up so we get a little extra light. Looking right here, looking at the size of this throttle blade in the Northstar, it's pretty good size compared to this one. Now, if we flip this around where you can see both, you can tell right there that there's a big difference. You're looking at right here about a 3-inch hole versus the other one, which is gonna be hard to measure because the outside is bigger. It's fractionally bigger, but does have a much larger outer surface here. So what you'll be, the tubing right here is going to be considerably bigger. But either way, it is definitely, you're going to get more air through this than you're going to get through this. Also, if you'll notice here, the L67 throttle body has a built-in mass airflow sensor, and the Northstar throttle body does not. That may seem like extra complication, but it's actually a chance to upgrade, because that means you can run any kind of an external mass airflow sensor that you want to, and most of the LS and Northstar mass airflow sensors are better and capable of reading more air than the L67. Other than that, they're a pretty obvious swap for this. For one, these Gen 5 M90s have this PCV where they need a fresh air return right here. Now, your L67 throttle body has no port for that at all, but the Northstar throttle body happens to have one right here automatically. So all you have to do is attach a hose from here to here. That problem is solved. Other than that, you've got the convenience of the throttle stuff being on the same side of the throttle body. Your idle air control valves are in the same place. Your throttle position sensors are pretty much in the same place. The wiring is not the same, but the Northstar Adaptor Kit from ZZP actually comes with everything that you need to convert it as far as the electronics go too. So that's really not a big issue. The only thing that this throttle body does not have over here that this one does have is your evap system port right here, right there. And that's actually okay too, because these later M90s have one right here, which I showed you already in another video, that I basically I threaded this and put this in here. So I'm going to run that line over to here, and that will solve that problem. So as far as doing the swap goes, the Northstar throttle body is just a really good upgrade that also just sort of makes the swap easier in general. Here you can see the adapter kit, which fits really, really well. And it lines up the hole. You can actually look at the bore. It lines it up to where it's the same diameter all the way through, all the way into the throttle body, so you don't have any steps to go over there. So that's the main differences. Overall, I would definitely recommend this kit versus trying to convert to using your factory thing. The actual throttle linkage in this is a little simpler too. You don't have the dual pivot points or any of that, which takes up less space, which is also kind of nice. You can kind of see the differences there between the two. But that's pretty much it. If you guys have any specific questions about this swap or about the throttle body in general or whatever, let me know. I will say this bracket for your throttle linkage comes with the adapter kit from ZZP, so that's not something that you're just gonna have. You can't use the one that came on the throttle body, but like I said, when you buy that kit, it all comes together anyway, so you're okay. But that is pretty much it. So hopefully that answered some questions about why I'm using this throttle body and the differences between the two and stuff like that. It is really, really simple to bolt on. Now they make adapters for running the Gen 3 supercharger with this throttle body also, but with those they do require, well, they don't require, but it's a good idea to hone out the area behind the throttle body because it's a little smaller. So really I think this is best for doing the Gen 5 M90 swap. But anyway, if you guys have any other questions, drop them down in the comments and I'll be glad to either answer them or point you in the direction of someone who can answer them. Other than that, drop this video a like. I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching, and peace.